Hey, welcome. My name's Kristin Ingram, and today I want to talk to you about three simple things that we are doing in our household to help protect our family finances. So, in case you don't know, I am the CEO of Ingram Digital Media, the founder of Bookkeeper Training School. I'm a CPA, I'm a coach, I'm a former college professor. I have counseled thousands of small business owners. I have taught thousands of bookkeepers online and in person. I have taught millions of college students, both online and in the classroom. Listen, I know I'm talking to people inside Bookkeeper Training School. I'm talking to people who are on my email list. And I'm talking to my friends and the people around me. There's a lot of fear out there right now about how expensive things are, about the economy. And so I wanted to share what we're doing to help safeguard our family's finances to make sure that we can be okay no matter what happens. Because I think a lot of the fear comes from not knowing if you're prepared or not feeling like you are prepared if something happens. And so that's the perspective that I always come from. There is comfort in preparedness. There is comfort in being able to put things in place and working towards putting things in place that are going to help calm your brain. Because right now, a lot of people's brains and nervous systems are in panic mode. And so that's where I'm coming at this from. So by taking action, you are going to feel a lot better. Okay. Like you're instantly going to start feeling better. Here's what I am doing, the steps that I've been taking over the last, and I would say that I probably started this like last fall. Like it didn't really have anything to do with anything political or anything. Like I was just looking at like the prices of things, the mood of people. And one of the things that I think is important, being somebody who works with money, who works with businesses, is I like to watch other people's reactions because our economy is 70% consumer spending. And people stop spending when they get really scared. And so that's what I'm watching, right? I'm watching that like fear gauge that people have. And so this is something that we started way back in the fall, but I wanted to share this with you guys today. I want to keep it really simple and really practical for you. All right. So the first thing that I did is I looked at our spending and I looked at what we have around the house because I don't know if you're like me, we have a pretty good kind of stockpile of food stuff, especially notice like the freezer's pretty full. Our pantry is pretty full. We've got clothes and shoes and we've got a lot of like hair products and stuff like that. So I just took an inventory. I'm like, what do we have that we can use up, that we can stop paying for? I have a lot of stuff that's on Amazon subscription. So I looked at all that. I'm like, what do we have as far as that kind of stuff? What can I discontinue? What spending can I cut out? And I'm not doing this from a perspective of we need to cut down to the bare bones, but the perspective that I'm taking is, am I spending my money where I want to be spending it? Am I spending my money on the things that are getting us towards our family goals, that are getting me towards the goals that I have for our time, for our values? And so that's what I'm looking at. So I'm not saying like we need to slash everything, rice and beans. I'm not looking at it that way. But I'm thinking at like, is there stuff that we're spending money on that just doesn't make sense for where we are in our lives right now, for the things that we want to do, for our goals and for our priorities? Right. I canceled my Audible subscription because I have so many audiobooks and books that I need to read. Like I think I have about 2 dozen books that are in my to be read pile, and some of those are audiobooks. I canceled some of our TV subscriptions because you know what? We don't watch a lot of TV. We just don't. So I took anything that I paid for annually off of auto renew. So, like, we pay for Disney Plus annually. I just took it off auto renew. I canceled Apple TV, I canceled Netflix, and here's the thing, you know what? If I miss it, I'll turn it back on for a month, and then I'll turn it off. But we don't watch a lot of TV. We play a lot of board games, we do a lot of puzzles, we do a lot of reading, and we're out and about a lot. like we're just not home a lot to watch TV. So I'm looking at what is aligning with our goals. What do we have that we can use up? I'm also looking to see what we have that we're not using that we could either donate to those who could use it. I don't know about you, but I just don't like having stuff like sitting around my house not being used. I would rather give it away to somebody who needs it, right? So, what can we give away? Is there anything that we could sell? Like, just looking at that kind of stuff as well. Okay. So, the first thing I'm doing is I'm reviewing our spending and I'm reviewing our stuff, right? Just to see what I can cut out. Is there anything I can save? Is there stuff that we can get rid of that we can get into the hands of people who need it, right? Because I think that's really important right now. Then what I'm doing is I'm taking those resources or the money that I'm saving by using up what we have, and I'm putting that in savings. Because I will tell you that through all of the financial calamities that we've had over the years, we were at one point after my cancer journey, we were $220,000 in debt and we didn't have any savings. And I remember just thinking, this is hopeless. Like, there is no way that we are ever going to pay this off. God forbid if something happens to me. I don't know what's going to happen to Jeff. And we paid off all that debt and we built up savings. And I will tell you that there is no better comfort in the storm than knowing that you've got some emergency money set aside. And if you can take some of that cushion that you've created and put that in savings every month, when you get your tax refund, okay, put that in savings every month and then change your withholding so that you don't get large tax refunds anymore. Get that money in your account every single month and just put it away. Because with everything going on with the government right now, whether you agree or disagree, all I know is that they're saying it's going to take longer to get your tax refund this year. Usually it's 14 days, and this year they're saying it's going to be 21. Okay. If you need that money, you can't go to the IRS and say, hey, I know I'm going to get like a $4,000 refund. Can I have that money now? They're going to say, no, of course not. Okay. So start, and you can do it automatically too. If look, I've got an extra $15 a week that I can put away. I've got an extra $20 a week that I can put away for my paycheck. Then change your direct deposit and have that money go directly to a savings account. And what I do with mine is I actually have it go to a savings account that's at a different bank. Okay. So my savings, my emergency savings is not in the same bank as my checking account. And so I forget it's there sometimes. So, like, I get the statement like once a quarter and I'm like, oh yeah, all that money's sitting over there. Okay, cool. Because sometimes look, like I get when I start to see, because I've got some savings in my local bank, and then I've got savings, my emergency savings at another bank. And sometimes I see the balance get a little low in my local bank and I'm like, ooh, and it gets my anxiety going. And then like, oh yeah, the emergency savings is the other bank. Right. And then I forget about it. I don't touch it. Okay. And that money is just sitting there. Now, this is not like oh crap, I need new tires on my car. This is this is an emergency that we don't know about. So maybe like the transmission goes on the car or your kids get really sick and you're unable to work for a week. That's what that money is for. Okay. That's not, oops, I forgot to save for the car insurance. Okay. We can talk about that on another thing if that's something you guys will talk about. So I'm saving what I can and I'm trying to make it automatic because when the money goes automatic, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about it. Because if we have to do it manually, we're going to think of every single reason not to do it. Okay. So make that automatic however you can. I even have, if you don't have direct deposit or you can't split your direct deposit, I have things set up so that like we get paid here every 2 weeks. I have certain things set up so that when my paycheck hits our account on Friday morning every 2 weeks, some of that money goes off into different savings accounts. Right? You could totally do it that way as well. Okay. So first thing, we're reviewing our spending. We're reviewing what we have in stockpile, whether it's food or personal care products or whatever you got. And we're going to try to use up what we got. Okay. Let's use up some of that stockpile that we have. Let's start canceling some subscriptions that we have that are not within our values that we're not using right now. We're going to save up what we can, start building up that savings account. And then the last thing that I am doing, and this is something that you could totally do for free. Okay. We have tons and tons of resources out there. I am making sure that I am building up skills. Okay. So right now, the skills I'm working on, I am learning more about AI. I am learning more about graphic design. I am learning how to be a better writer. Okay. I am learning because the more skills you have, the more opportunities you have. Right. So my goal is no matter what happens in my world, I am going to be able to make an income. And so that's why I've done so many things in my life. That's why I have built up so many different skill sets in my life. Cause like I know I can go do bookkeeping for people. I know I can go do taxes for people. I know I can go teach courses for people. I know I can coach people. I know that I can do strategy for people. I know that I can write well. I know that I've got great computer skills. And how do I build up these skills? So a lot of stuff I've learned from YouTube, a lot of stuff I've learned, and I know like I get people all the time that comment on my ads. Well, what am I going to learn in this free course? I can't tell you how many free courses I do. I'll sign up for people's 1 hour free course and I'll take the little nuggets I can get out of it. And if I'm not interested in buying their thing, I don't buy their thing. And if their emails aren't valuable, then I unsubscribe from their emails. But a lot of these people are giving out really good free value. And so I opt into stuff all the time and I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm saying, what can I get? What can I get better at? Pick a skill. Like, what do you want to get better at? Do you want to get better at marketing yourself? Do you want to get better at communicating with other people? What do you want to get better at? And if you're not sure how to do that, you can start with Google. You can ask me. You can ask your friends. Ask on Facebook. Ask on YouTube. Ask on LinkedIn. How can I get better at this? Do you know anybody that's teaching that? And I find this in Bookkeeper Training School. People need like mindset stuff. Like they just need to get their mindset in order so that they can actually accomplish the thing that they want to do. And that's what, for me, we are doing this in Bookkeeper Training School. Like, I don't think people realize we actually have a monthly reset call every month at the beginning of the month where I help you look at what do you want to accomplish this month? What's stopping you from doing that? What do you need to do to get it done? Let's get it on your calendar just to help you create that plan for achieving what you want to achieve for the month. And then we do a marketing call in the middle of the month. And a lot of that marketing is actually coaching, right? It's what's stopping you from doing the marketing you want to do, what's stopping you from getting yourself out there. We have challenges every single month where this month we're doing a love yourself challenge, a self love challenge to help you rebuild that relationship with yourself so that you can actually get out there and grow your business. Because it's really hard to build a business for someone that you don't love. Right? I don't know if you've ever had that. Like you work for a boss and you're just like, oh, I can't stand this person. I can't. And so you have trouble motivating yourself to get through their goals and the things they want you to do. When you are your own boss, you've got to love yourself so that you believe in your own mission, right? That you believe that you deserve this. And so for a lot of you, like we've been doing, I'll give you some research. We're doing a lot with Mel Robbins this month. I love Mel Robbins. She is so amazing. She's got a YouTube channel. If you prefer podcasts, you can watch her on the podcast. She's really great. Like Oprah is fantastic. There's so many good people right now in the mindset space. I mean, you just go into YouTube and fill your playlist with inspiring people. You can find people on Instagram who are inspiring, who are putting out things that are going to get you motivated and driven. You can go to your local library, right? Go to the self-help section of your local library and check out some books. A lot of libraries now have ebooks, they have audiobooks. Like you don't even have to go. They have apps. So there's Overdrive, there's Libby. Well, you need the library card, right? So there's just so many great resources out there. Figure out what is it that you need to skill up on? What is stopping you from getting where you want to be in your life? Because the more options you have, your fear goes away. Whether that is, I've got a freezer full of food, a pantry full of food, clothes, some savings, and I know that no matter what happens, I'm going to get paid. Like, I am going to find a way to make money with the skills I have. And it is amazing how much better you sleep at night and how much less stress and anxiety you have when you start to build up those pieces. Okay. So that is how I am safeguarding my family. That is what we are doing right now. And so I would love to know if you've got any resources, put them down in the comments below. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments below. If you're like, Kristen, I want to skill up in this, but I don't know how, put in the comments below. Okay. I will come up with something for you. I'll point you in the right direction. All right, guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, tell somebody about what we're doing. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.